Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Google My Business Problems series. This month, we are talking about virtual assistants, how to get help, how to outsource, how to automate, all of that kind of stuff. And I am so excited to be able to introduce you to the woman behind the curtain of automation here at MyClone. And you may know her by name if you've worked with us, but if you have not worked with us yet, Anna is here and she is going to shed some light on these Google My Business problems so you don't have to listen to me talk all day. So the first question that we are going to get to today is, what tasks can a virtual assistant help me with? So if you've ever typed that into a browser, you want to keep listening to this video. We promise we'll make it short and make it impactful for you. So Anna, what tasks can a virtual assistant help me with?
All right, Brooke. Well, basically, an assistant can help with any kinds of tasks that you are doing for your business, that you don't have to be the person doing those tasks. So if you are a coach, for example, the only things that you should be doing in your business is actually coaching your clients, and everything else can be outsourced to an assistant. But so here are some specific things that assistants usually help with. Anything administrative, so making changes to your website, updating your documents, updating your content, anything like that, that's like small things that are usually taking up those valuable seconds in your day, those can definitely be outsourced, and usually I would say would be the first things that you would outsource to a virtual assistant. Anything to do with your content, speaking of that content changes, any proofreading, any editing, anything like that, can be outsourced as well. And it's valuable to have somebody else edit your things, so because you are not the person who has written them. You know, you've written them, and now you got to have somebody else edit them, because if you try to edit your own stuff, you will miss typos and all that kind of stuff, and we don't want that. So content editing and proofreading, definitely a task to outsource. Anything that has to do with setting up automations and technology. I know those are two things that not everybody has the skill set for. So rather than bang your head against the desk and lose your sanity slowly, piece by piece, anything that has to do with automating software to work with each other and integrate with each other, which is personally what I love to do. Anything like that can definitely be outsourced to somebody who already knows the platform. Because if you're spending time, and I would say spending time, but you're really wasting the time trying to figure out how something goes together or doesn't go together, as most of the case, that's the problem. Rather than wasting that time, outsourcing it is a much better return on investment rather than trying to do it yourself. And of course, the last thing is graphics, because with a business that has a website, a social media presence, you always need imagery and graphics to kind of create that experience for your customers. And design is not everybody's strong point, so that would be the last thing that I would recommend outsourcing as soon as you can to somebody who is more experienced in the design aspect. So I would say that those 5 or 6 things would probably be a safe bet to outsource.
Excellent. So I'm going to add a couple more, because MyClone was built on virtual assistants. It is still a virtual assistant world, even though we do a little bit more now. But the first thing that everybody used to come to me for was bookkeeping. Like, oh, yeah. I hate bookkeeping. I need somebody to do it. That's not as plentiful anymore, because, you know, people are understanding that they don't have to do that. But getting into things like not knowing where to go or what to do or how to schedule or how to dispatch or how to work your calendar. And the one thing that everybody wants to outsource, but everybody's afraid to, is their email.
That's a good point.
So that's just one of those things, like, it's a really hard thing to do. And I will tell you, after 5 years, I have just now done it. So I now have somebody that is checking my email every day from 12 to 7 and handling anything that needs to be handled, so that I don't even have to look at it when I get off my meetings. Just fantastic. So tasks that virtual assistant can help you with is basically anything that doesn't take your brain, right? As a business owner or as a coach or whatever, you need to sell and you need to service your clients. And all of that other stuff, you can find a way to automate it or delegate it. So we have been here on this episode of Google My Business Problems with Anna Cragen, the automation clone here at My Clone. And if you have any questions or you want to ask a question, you want to leave a comment, you can do that here. And on the next slide is the information on how you can get a hold of us here at My Clone to outsource things to a virtual assistant. By the hour, by the month, by the year, however you want to do that, we can talk. So thank you so much for being here, and we'll see you on the next Google My Business Problems series.